What's up everyone? Welcome back to day 6 of 12 days of Vlogmas. We are halfway through 12 days of Vlogmas, which means we're one step closer to Christmas. Or any of the other holidays that you celebrate. But yes, this does mean one more day closer to the end of 2025, which we can all agree on that we just want to move on to 2026. But anyways, welcome to day 6. Let's get this day started, shall we? Alright, it is several hours later, but we are about to go check out the dining hall, the most famous or infamous one at UMD. Let's go check it out. Hopefully it's not too busy. This time I'm actually taking my scooter because I remembered. I want to say this is the baseball field or some type of field for some sport, and I think this is lacrosse or something like that, and this is the back of the stadium. This whole thing over here is like the back of the stadium and the back of the football house. I never go to this part of campus because A, I'm not an undergrad, and B, I'm not a freshman or sophomore. I'm just trying it out because, you know, as a grad student, you gotta explore the campus as much as you can. And this is unfamiliar territory as a grad student, but we're gonna explore as much as we can. Just to give you a reference, this is, I think, the freshman and sophomore dorms, I think. Apparently these are like the newer ones. But here's the most famous dining hall or infamous dining hall of UMD undergrad life. Let's go check it out. Guys, this place is fucking huge. Like, I got some breakfast bars or something. I don't know, this place is huge, guys. I see why it's a hit for these undergrads. This is crazy. Damn, this shit keeps expanding. Okay, so they have a pizza. Ooh, truffle mac and cheese pizza. Crazy. Alright. Alright, the chef's corner just looks like a bunch of other like prepared food. They got oh my god, they have a Chipotle live grilled chicken. If you went to undergrad with me at UCSC, if you know, you know. These kind of look like the damn fucking oven roasted chicken thighs that we got that were dry as fuck. At least this time, they're not dry as fuck. They even got like a whole Indian section. Very nice, very nice. Look at that butter chicken, guys. Oh my god, they have a pasta bar and it's Chipotle pesto alfredo, and it looks smack. I see some like truffle. Wow. Look at all of this pasta selection that they got. Ooh, and you gotta make your own pasta. Nice. And they have even more food. It's like a southern section, I guess. The moral of the story that I'm learning is that this dining hall is huge, and this is why this dining hall is like the most talked about. I understand it now. Guys, they have their own like wok, kind of Mongolian style, like Asian style. It's like, it's given a Mongolian barbecue, except instead in a wok and not the big ass grill. But oh my god, crazy. I love this. Guys, they have a Nashville hot chicken and waffle sandwich. Really coming out the new, what is it, I think Chick-fil-A sandwich or something like that. I might also get this tonight too. So this is my plate for plate number 1 at the walk station. There's like a lot of people in line for this, so it must be really good. I will also like to note that coming into this dining hall was $21. So you better know I'm getting $21 worth of food today at this dining hall. But anyways, back to our regularly scheduled program. Making my food. Alright, this is plate number 1 of this dining hall experience. And yeah, just like I expected, it's kind of like the Mongolian grill. And can't wait to try it out. Guys, they even have soup. And they have, well, I got the smoothie. I think the other thing is like a sweet lassi or something. Alright, plate number 2 is very, very light because I'm approaching it kind of like a buffet because, like I said, this thing is pretty much like a buffet. So, plate number 2, very light. Alright, plate 3, meal 3, probably the last one of the night, is the Nashville chicken and waffles. They even have a waffle station. Then in the corner they have a peanut butter station with literally Reese's Puffs. I've never had Reese's Puff where I went to school. I assume in here they usually have a bunch of cakes. But also here they had a gingerbread cake with cheese, cream cheese icing. I did not get it. They do have some cookies still. They even have a water station with multiple different flavors of water, like lemon water, pineapple water, cantaloupe water, mint water, normal water. They even have their own little hand washing station with nice bottles of soap. Alright, that was my experience at the most talked about dining hall at UMD. Honestly, my dining hall at my undergrad, prison food compared to this. I still get haunted by that oven roasted chicken thigh. If you know, you know. You CSC students like me or alum like me, you know. If you know, you know the oven roasted chicken thigh. Thank God they don't have anything like that over here. I will say some of the food is really good and some of the food is very mid, which is typical for a dining hall, honestly. But honestly, their selection, their variety is, I would say, pretty good for a university for a dining hall experience. Very much like a buffet, but a good buffet. A decent buffet, actually, I would say. A decent buffet for university. I would come back here maybe for like breakfast to see what the breakfast vibes are like. I feel like lunch is similar to what the dinner experience is like, so I don't know if I need to come back for lunch. Luckily, they do have a menu that they'll populate per week on like what food they're gonna serve. So maybe I'll come back again when the menu looks a little more appealing. I also don't know if it's because like we're coming on to winter break, so the menu's slightly different or not, but honestly, for my first and probably only experience coming here, I would say it was a good enough vibe and recommend. I will also note that for $21 it is a bit pricey, so you should definitely come when you're a little bit more hungry, because like I said, there is a lot of variety here, which is good, but $21 is pretty expensive when you're not on any of the dining hall plans, or you're like a grad student like me and you don't need to be on it. Yeah, so this is the one side of the stadium. I like to call it the back side of the stadium because this is where the student entrance is. As you can see, it's by all of the freshman dorms and where we just ate. Literally, we were like just down there past this building for the dining hall. And these are all of the undergrad freshman dorms, I believe. Over here we have the Clarice Smith Performing Center. So this is where like the band and the band for sure and the orchestra has performances here for like their music stuff. I've seen one, I think 2 so far, and they're pretty decent. This is one of the 6, maybe more, testudos around the campus. And normally when you see one of these, you gotta rub its head for some good luck. Alright, I'm back in my apartment and I received my Secret Santa gift. One of my grad school groups is doing a Secret Santa and I just got my package. We're going to do a little unboxing tomorrow. Alright, now I'm back at home and I'm gonna go watch Survivor because it is the season 49 finale tonight. And then I also gotta continue packing for San Diego, aka finish doing my laundry. So I'm probably gonna end the vlog here. Hopefully you guys like the first 6 days of 12 days of Vlogmas so far. Stay tuned for the next 6. Like I said, we are one step closer to Christmas and we're one step closer to New Year's. I promise you there is a lot more exciting content to come for the next 6 days. Even if you don't watch the next 2, please, please, please come back for day 9, 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12 for sure. 10 probably also, because those days I will for sure have really great content for you guys, especially because I will be in San Diego and have lots of things lined up for then. But yeah, with that said, I hope you guys liked today. See you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 7. Bye.